obviously yesterday, them and the Mines weren't great friends, but
Yeah,
we'll see if they manage to perhaps create a better relationship since then.
that's why they banned Diablo. Yeah, I think it's definitely very
Swings
interesting.
the way.
This map particularly, it's small, and and usually small maps are about TNT, and it's like you think Exilium, and you're like, if I TNT better than you on average, I'm gonna win. But at the same time, it's has a really closed flag area, which
Exactly.
is the exact opposite. It's usually like a subway, like you need a guaranteed defender, and that strategy wins. So I mean, I guess we're gonna see what happens. Looks like Jack and Carrier are
Definitely.
in the flag area, and
Gambit
Gambit.
too.
Oh, they get
Yeah,
cleared
that's
out.
the only. Okay. That was a very swift defense,
Wow, Fluffy is just manhandling Cheese and Diamond Cake. He's having trouble.
but they get him.
Yeah,
And
and
that's very important
yeah,
because when they are drawn like that to the roof, obviously they are in that case leaving the mill room more susceptible to actually being almost raided, and they really can't afford wasting that much time on top when only one player is there. They have
yeah.
to be swift in those eliminations.
And I mean, I was just thinking about it. This Meme Team Dream Machine is the only team in the tournament that you and Team Classic have not beaten. So it would really
Definitely.
be very exciting if they match you up in the finals after having come all the way back from losing their first match against Ripe Ballas. That would be a hype matchup that we would have no expectations for. Um,
Definitely, it would be very interesting as well, considering I would say, obviously it's a close game, but looking just at pre-tournament rankings, I would say that
they were
Right
seated
Ballers
last.
they were seeded
Yeah,
last,
meme
and
team.
whereas Right Ballers were seeded first,
Yeah.
and overall, Right Ballers obviously do have a very strong team, but also were considered to have one of, if even perhaps the strongest team, very
Mhm.
possible to
Mhm.
compete for the title.
Yeah.
And obviously, it's still very possible that they are able to get the final trophy, but or maybe
Yeah.
not. It's
We
not
don't
gonna be
know.
a physical trophy, but the win.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we'll do trophies. Trophies one day. That
Yeah, sending
seems a
it
little
out
far
to
in the future.
a little bit,
Yeah.
sending it out to the addresses of the players,
Yeah.
medals to everyone involved,
That would be pretty fun, actually. I don't
leagues
know.
over the entire season,
Yeah.
half-year leagues,
If we had more players, we could do
playoffs.
it. I mean, the fact is, we can only assemble 4 teams for a tournament, so it's a little difficult
That is
to do
sadly the
that.
thing,
Yeah.
and
We almost got
uh,
5, so
yeah, it's moving up, and
yeah.
I know that there are a lot of players not in the tournament that
Mhm.
have been asking,
Mhm.
can I join the tournament
Yeah.
now? In hindsight, and I do definitely think that in the future we could see more teams,
Yeah.
and perhaps an idea like 6v6 as Sub had.
May one
Right now
day
it's
be
difficult.
okay. Yeah.
Exactly,
Six
it's
v six,
difficult
you'd have to
now
have a
with
whole
four teams.
different map list.
That's the thing as well.
Yeah.
You couldn't really have something like vantage
Yeah,
even.
you can't
It
play
would be very
Subway six
difficult
v
to.
six. Subway maxes out at 4. I think 5v5 Subway is too many. I think Subway ideally is a 3v3 map.
I
Um,
think so too. If
yeah.
you look at the our game versus Right Ballas
Yeah.
earlier, you could
It's
really
just
see how
too
difficult it
slow.
was to push through there. It's just it's very hard to actually
Mhm.
assemble an attack strong enough to push through on that map.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, and it would be very nice to play some Let's Play maps like Temple Grounds or um, Arctic. I'm thinking of big maps right now. I don't know, why do people not like Arctic? I've always been curious about that. I always thought it was a very good map. Have you played on Arctic? Do you know it or
Uh, I think I may have once.
it's
Doesn't I don't really
snowy?
recall it, but
Yeah. Um,
yeah, that's kind of the thing though. If you do have a tournament where you include those map, that will definitely throw a curveball toward to most of the teams
mhm.
that are in the
Mhm.
tournament, because right now, obviously, a lot of the maps that are in the tournament are quite familiar to a lot of players.
Yeah.
But if the players aren't quite so familiar, it'll really just show how much practice will the teams put into the maps, and just what would be the new approach, sort of.
Yeah, no, I feel like in future tournaments, um, I don't I think even if we don't have like in a million maps, or even if it isn't a 6v6, we're gonna have a whole different list of counterpick stages. I think the only counterpick I like enough that we might keep it in some form is Anchorage. I think it's a really good counterpick map.
Yeah.
But none of the rest of them you'll see, and some of the starters I'm thinking of replacing as well. I mean, a lot of people apparently don't like Conviction. I have some ideas about how to replace that. I have one map that, and I think Subway might need to be replaced as well, but we'll see. As much as I love Subway, as people get better and better, it just turns in 4v4. It turns more into a stalemate. Like, because we think
Yeah.
if we do more tournaments, the like player caliber are going to be better. Maybe if we do an amateur tournament, we can do Subway. But I don't know about anything past that. Oh, and it looks like
Yeah.
CarrierBweep is on towards the flag. Him and Jackhound are both there, and they
Definitely.
die.
I
Oof.
think it's very interesting looking at currently the difference between the flag rooms. If you look over at the right ball side, it
Yeah.
looks quite a lot like a jungle, a lot of ropes,
Yep.
mines, snow
Mhm.
even, a snowy jungle. And
Yeah.
if you look over to the meme
It's
team,
completely empty.
it's very it does have mines, but very empty
Yeah.
of the sort of cheesy strats that
Yeah.
you
The
do
Cheese strats.
tend to see.
Um, Cheese
We'll
is
see if
just
that
so aptly named. I'm so glad he's named Cheese. I like.
definitely.
I don't know. I don't know what else you would do. Um,
It's very great for creating names for these things. Carrier's coming through now to the flag room, but he gets
yeah.
exploded.
Oh. Yeah, and Gambit's on the other side. Gambit is trying. His plan seems to be to go through the top, and BK is now assisting him, but um, they're not going to make
Oh,
much progress there. That's for sure. Oh, Fluffy Flying Bob
yeah.
in the
So
red
they
room.
haven't spotted Fluffy yet, but
Oh,
he
but
gets
it gets
mined.
mined. Yeah, yeah.
That's
You.
very unfortunate because in a situation like that, if they don't see him without the mine killing him, it's very possible that he'll grab the flag before they're able to defend.
Oh,
But BK, in the
BkayB.
meantime,
Heads up play gets the flag. Rockets, grenades, both miss. He's got the TNT, and that's gonna be a cap. I must say.
unless
Oh,
oh,
Jackhound gets the rocket, but
Jackhound, but Fluffy,
it's not worth it. They're
it's
never
very
they're gonna get that every
yeah,
time. Yeah.
and this
Um.
is the point now where right ballers really will have to make a push
hmm
here and try
And
to
they just
grab
used all their
another flag.
points. That's got to be demoralizing.
Definitely, it's gonna be interesting now to see are they. Nope, Carrier isn't able quite to get through. He gets exploded again.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, and I was just thinking about this. I feel like this map could use some edits. I'm gonna be honest. I think probably the biggest thing is if you know the stairs and
Yeah,
like to the right of the like flag area if you're looking or of the spawn area if you're looking at the spawn area. I feel like inside that should be a hallway and there should be
yeah,
another way to get into that like weird flag room area because it's just too hard. It's too
yeah,
difficult.
definitely. There's really well, there is pretty much only two ways, and that is
hmm
the drop down, or if you go up, and
Yeah.
it is the windows. Of course,
hmm
there are a lot of windows to get in, but
Yeah.
it is still difficult and
Yeah.
there are very good mines that you can place to
Yeah.
actually prevent that.
and
So
I mean, talking about the windows, you really have to go through the drop down or the upside, which it's just so easy to get TNT'd or tagged in that place because if you go through the windows, you're literally right in front of the spawn. Like, how are you going to do anything there? You can't get up there without just getting jumped on by someone respawning. So it's hard. But
exactly,
it's an interesting map. Man, I'm glad we've picked a map that I mean, it sees a little bit of play, but it doesn't see too much play. And I'm glad people are thinking that they can win to counterpick on it.
definitely. I mean, for I know for our team, this was one of the maps that we, or actually even probably the map we want to play the most in
Oh,
terms of the
really?
counter maps.
Oh, CarrierBweep's got the flag. That's a big grab. Will he be able to get
It's
out?
really
He's
good.
running. He's
Well
blocked by
done.
BkayB. Is there someone behind him? Diamond Cake. Oh, but he kills Diamond Cake. Diamond Cake.
Oh,
Oh my
and
God.
he as you see there, BK
Yeah.
uses a lot of grenades there
And Jack
to
dies
the
too.
carrier.
Oh, that's a terror. I must say, that's just a
But Diamond Cake,
tragedy.
oh, he didn't have a
Yeah, a
restrain time.
tragedy for blue team. And again, like BkayB, so like got the flag before and then just single-handedly stopped this flag cap. I feel like he's a MVPing this game,
Doing
but
well.
Andy also takes the flag. Oh, and it's
He gets stopped
blocked by
very quickly in his
Jackhound.
tracks,
Yeah.
however.
Yep.
Carrier is back
Yeah, but
in
he's
the
he's
base of the red
pretty
team.
triple teamed right now, or even quadruple
Actually,
teamed.
if you get BK,
Oh, he got
not
BK, but
quite.
he died.
If
Oh no, Andy's on their team.
yeah,
Yeah, that would have been funny.
Andy and BK does have very similar skins.
I don't
Just
think
a
they see
quick
Diamond
side,
Cake though. I don't think they know he's here. Yeah,
they
he
don't.
totally snuck by them. Where is he going? Oh, he's going down. Oh,
Ooh.
CarrierBweep kills him.
Oh, carrier,
That's gonna be an
huge.
out.
That is very
Oh my
huge. The rocket
gosh.
flies way high.
Yeah.
If you look to the other side, Gambit is currently trying to push, perhaps get some kind of counter pick
Yeah,
or
they need to grab the
counter
flag
cap.
if they're gonna. Oh, they dropped it and
But
Jackhound runs the wrong way.
wow,
Diamond Cake picks it up. Oh, wow, that was so
I think this
close.
might be it.
Well, that's a tie. I mean, that's a good cap,
Yeah,
but now
that's
it's
very
last cap wins.
yeah. Now we have 8.5 minutes left. There is time to make changes. We'll see if either team will go on the offensive or if they will sort of keep with the same strategy as before.
It Jackhound seems like he's AFK. What is he doing down there? I don't know. Oh,
He's
he's waiting. He's just waiting for someone to jump down.
yeah.
Who keeps ringing
There's
my
a big
doorbell?
battle here on
Shut
the
up.
left.
Um,
Diamond Cake and Fluffy battling it out. BK, however, on the offensive. We'll see if he gets anything done.
yeah, and it's looking like they've changed. Right Ballas have changed their strategy to Cheesse Jackhound defense and CarrierBweep Diamond Cake on the aggressive.
Yeah, it's an interesting change of strategy. They must have
I think it's worked
had
out
some
well.
idea to.
They've gotten a capture and they haven't got captured on. So it seems as though both teams are doing better.
Yeah, perhaps a way to strengthen their defense. Of course, Jackhound, very good at TNT. He's very fast as well. Perhaps they felt like that was what they needed in defense, and Diamond has more to contribute in offense instead, where it has been working out greatly as they do have a capture. You can see if we'll see if they are able to perhaps bring in another one.
Yeah.
Of course, if the meme team wins this, they'll go 2-0. But on the other hand, if Right Ballas does win this, we have a tie game on our hands, 1-1. So
Oh, Diamond
this
Cake is
game,
coming
I
towards
think,
the
will
flag.
change a lot.
He's got the grab. Oh, but he gets killed. Yeah, this is a big game for momentum building, especially. And I mean, it's a important game for Right Ballas because if they lose this, what stage do they go to? You know?
Yeah, it's gonna be very difficult to actually find a way back into the game. It's gonna be a counterpick map next, right, as well.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah,
It'll be a counterpick stage, whichever team gets to counterpick. Yep.
and it's gonna be difficult because I feel like this might possibly be the best map they're gonna get, and if they don't win on this, what map is gonna be the winning map for them?
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know?
I guess they could go Anchorage, but I mean, this BkayB Meme Team Dream Machine won on Anchorage earlier today. So,
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult because it's a decision they'll have to make if they do lose this.
yeah. Yeah, and I mean,
But
we may just end up going to sudden death. We have 5 minutes left, and we're still tied 1-1, and neither team is making a big push right now. But we've seen sudden death before, and we still haven't hit the double sudden death moment. Which I mean, no one really knows what's going to happen. I'm the tournament organizer. I'd be the one who would know. Um, Likely, I'm going to pick a neutral stage where I think there will be a capture that is not on the stage list, just using my own volition. If that ever happens.
1v1.
No, we're not going to do 1v1. I feel like that could potentially take longer.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, especially if mines are legal. Uh, but yeah, no, we're just gonna, because also I think this is a capture the flag tournament. It's not a TNT Wars
Yeah,
tournament. Um,
you definitely you want to see the team that is best at capture the flag
yeah,
actually win.
yeah, and you guys are great evidence of that. I mean, you guys understand how to play the game. Um, and are very good TNTers as well. But I think that's definitely one of your strengths is you have great team play.
I think so too. Yeah, I think that's just overall strategy and planning before the game. I don't obviously I don't know how much other teams do that, but planning in beforehand can definitely help you in the actual game, since you won't have to. You can at least be ready for something instead of having to be completely unaware of what's going to happen during the game.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Do you have a thought onto who you think's going to win this matchup? I mean, we've seen Meme Team Dream Machine take game one,
Mm.
but this game is dead even.
Yeah, I in the beginning of this game, I started to feel a bit like the meme team, Dream Machine, Dream Team Machine, were were getting the advantage. But I don't know now. It feels to me like just slightly, but I feel like
They're clawing back
right
the right
right
ballas.
Ballas are they've had the more chances lately. They did get the last capture, and Diamond Cake has had a couple of attempts in the flag room.
Yeah, he's been doing very well.
CarrierBweep currently is at the drop down, and they haven't seen him yet, but
Oh,
now they
there he
know he's
goes.
there.
BkayB sees him. Yeah, BkayB has also switched to defense, which could help explain why it's stalemated out both ways. BkayB is
Definitely.
again a standout player. He's makes those types of plays that I think I see Classic do sometimes, where it's like it's a play that shouldn't work. It feels like it shouldn't work, and especially we saw this a lot versus left ballas, where he would kill some people. He would get through like three people in ways that just shouldn't have happened. Um,
Definitely.
yeah.
It's very impressive when you see it.
hmm
But now
Oh, but
Jackhound
Jackhound
has
has the
actually.
flag. He's gone aggressive. Where is he running? Oh, he seems like he's juked them. Can he get around BkayB? CarrierBweep is coming in for the assist. Jackhound dropped the flag, but
Oh, the
CarrierBweep is
rocket.
there. What's gonna happen?
Oh, he got. No!
Oh,
Wow. The
wow.
explosion after Gambit died gets CarrierBweep, and
Oh
that's actually
man.
huge for them.
Yeah, that was a big flag defense right there. That was good opportunity making by Jackhound though. It was good for him to get
Definitely.
the flag there, and I think a lot of teams on this map, like, it's as we know, it's really hard to get the flag, but it's seemingly just as hard to get out with it. And a lot of people are taking
Definitely.
this hallway that blue team has taken both times to go up the stairs and to go around to your spawn, as the primary way of getting out, as opposed to maybe like something like jumping out the windows. I think teams just don't want to
Even
take
going
the
to the
time
top.
to defuse the mines.
Yeah, even going to the top of
Oh,
the roof
Jackhound's
to
got
try
the
and stall
file.
for
No, never
time,
mind.
perhaps.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
I do however think at the moment, right ballers are currently they have the pressure currently on the meme team, and it feels to me like even though there's only a little over 1 minute left, if a team is going to pull this home before the tie has been made, and well, the what do you call it, the lightning round, or
yeah, the lightning
uh,
round.
yeah,
I
that whole thing begins.
Yeah, and I mean, it'll be on this map, so we'll get to see a little bit more of this gameplay. I was actually thinking, I'm gonna offer this to the teams. If we end up into double lightning round, I had another idea. So we're either gonna do, oh well, before that, oh no, CarrierBweep drops it. We're either gonna do the neutral map idea, or maybe first grab instead of first cap. So first time someone hits the flag block.
First grab would be interesting,
Yeah, it would at least
as
speed things
what
up.
would you start like normal, or would you perhaps send 4 people immediately for the flag?
Yeah,
That could be a very risky idea, but
yeah,
it could pay off.
yeah.
Obviously,
I'll
if
see
you're
what the
sending four
teams think.
people,
I think that sounds more fun than like if we get into double, like if they tie again. So, or if no one gets a cap.
Yeah, I think 2 ties in a row, something's gonna change. And well, that's the first one right there.
Okay.
GG. There's like an official esport. Every player has face cams,
Yeah, that would be
overlays, and
pretty
all of that
funny.
stuff.
I feel like maybe we wouldn't do face cams forever, and I feel like some people are more nervous about that in CTF. I
Yeah,
don't personally don't mind,
that might
but
not be
yeah.
right. But actually, an idea I was thinking about prior to the tournament, it was pretty much just it was actually yesterday, right before we were gonna play. I
Yeah.
was thinking if the teams have their voice chats in
Oh,
like hidden voice chats in the CTF Discord or something, and then the commentator can go in and
yeah.
mute and listen to the commentary
Yeah, that would be
while the game's going
awesome.
on.
Yeah, and also
See kind of what you're saying.
that'd be a fun like post game to edit like this is this team's perspective or this player's perspective. If someone would just record their perspective, we could also hear their whole thing. But yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, alas, this is CTF, so tournaments are scuffed, and we take what we can get.
exactly. Small communities in that,
Yeah,
but who knows?
yeah.
Obviously, the more people, the more opportunities and just different things you can do arise.
Mm,
Right?
yeah. And I think we've had in the past with CTF, and we've had a lot of tournaments over the years, and I would say about 50% of them have fizzled out without a conclusion. So, like before we even get there. Um,
Yeah.
so, oh, CarrierBweep has got the flag. I was watching the other side. Oh, but he gets killed. Um, uh, Before we even like get there. So my expectations are relatively low. If we finish the tournament, it's usually good. And I mean, the fact that we have this all streamed, I'm going to be posting it on YouTube in the next 2 weeks.
That, that
It'll be good.
that in itself is very good, I think.
Yeah.
Just really cool for the players to be able to look back. I know myself. Every time afterwards, I always look at the VODs, just
Mhm.
see everything that's going on. It's good to
Mhm.
analyze your own gameplay, but also just fun to see all the
Cool
comments about
strats.
what's going on.
I can't wait. I really wish I could have said my subway strat because it's a strat I've used a couple times, and I think it would work like particularly well in competitive play. And I mean, it would work only insofar as it gets one capture. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But that's oh, CarrierBweep mines him. Maybe he suicided into that mine so he could get the height advantage. Yeah, it looks
But in
like
fact,
that.
I think if you talk about going to this game, I think it shows somewhat of a similar trajectory as it did
Mhm.
before the tie.
Yeah.
It does seem like the blue team here do have the momentum with them. They are the ones that are getting closest to the
Mhm.
flag. They are grabbing it.
Yeah,
They're just not
which
getting out.
could be very important in sudden death.
Exactly.
First grab will win if we get to double overtime, sudden death. And CarrierBweep has a very interesting angle on the flag. He's hiding. He's trying to avoid. Oh, but he gets seen. He's trying to avoid getting seen, which I think is a very underrated thing on a map like this. It's kind of hard to live that way. But oh wait, they've switched their attackers. I think Andy is attacking now and Gambit is defending.
Yeah, interesting idea. We'll see. Of course, if they want, they can turtle just for the entirety of the 10 minutes. If they feel
Hmm.
confident, they can be the first to grab the flag.
Yeah, and I mean, even though it seems like they're getting more grabs, it does seem like in a points total sense, the red team has far and ahead dominating, and part of that is I think Gambit got first blood,
Definitely.
but
Yeah, he must have.
yeah, I mean it is 120 points, but it seems even without that, red team has been, racking up the kills, even though they
Definitely.
haven't been getting closer, right? So,
Exactly. That's the thing. Often it can be a big contrast between kills and captures.
hmm hmm
Often even the ones that get the kills aren't necessarily the ones that also get the captures. Often,
precisely.
I think often it can be just you have some people that focus on killing, and then some other people focusing on capturing. And obviously, the two have very different jobs. And if you look at the points total, it'll be very different. But nevertheless, both are things that needs to be done if you want to win the game.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Oh, CarrierBweep gets mined by that cheeky side mine. Good mine placement by BkayB, but Jackhound is in here.
Definitely.
Oh, and he gets the kill. He kills
Oh, he
Fluffy.
gets another
He gets
one.
the flag.
It's here.
Oh,
DK
the
is here.
rocket. The
He
jump
doesn't
down.
quite reach. I don't think
Jackhound's.
Jack. Yeah,
Oh.
I don't think Jack. I
But
think
CarrierBweep,
Jack
they're
might
going
not
for
have
the
known
flag.
that.
They see an opportunity.
But,
Oh, and they don't get the grab. Diamond Cake? Oh my gosh, what a big grab. At the very least, that leaves the
wow.
flag there for longer.
Exactly. Just putting more pressure even. And now, if
Yeah.
someone could be standing at the flag room,
Yeah,
although
no, it looks
Andy's
like
there
all of Red
defending,
Team immediately collapsed once they saw that happen, though. The way this game is going, it looks like Blue Team may be able to win in double overtime just for grabs, unless Meme Team pulls their patented strategy of 4 attack.
definitely. And that could be very interesting if we do see a tie game. Then it's all of a sudden equal grounds, and it'll be very exciting to see what the teams will do in terms of the next map phase.
I
Map
think,
choosing phase.
yeah, I think this sudden death idea with first grab is definitely, I think, a good solution to too much stalematy games, and that way you don't have the issue of like, oh, I didn't practice on this map. This map is inherently unfair, which people are going to say pretty much regardless of what map I pick. So,
Of course.
yeah.
But
Which
still, I think
it's also hard to pick a
yeah,
fair map. Let's be real, and there's never a map that's perfectly fair.
definitely. But I do think often it comes down to mainly practice. In the end, the teams can choose themselves what maps do they want to allocate time on, what maps do they practice the most, and then they can use that in the end to show, okay, these are the maps we practice on, so these are the maps we're gonna choose. And then
Yeah.
other teams might have practiced the same maps, maybe different maps, and it's just very different perspective on what maps will actually be played and what maps different teams will actually like.
CarrierBweep uses the rocket. He's inside the flag area. What is he doing? Oh, and Gambit's back.
He gets it,
Oh, but
he gets
BK.
overwhelmed.
Yeah, and Andy was rolling in too. That's tough. It's tough because a lot of times this blue team can get one person in, but they can never get two in, and they can never get out again. They're not ready for it. They're not ready for the jump down onto that window, which is where it seems like almost all of their deaths are coming from.
Yeah, it does seem to me Carrier has been able to get in there quite a lot of times at this point, but
Yeah.
I think they might need to try and coordinate their attacks a little bit better. Make sure that if they do have two people in there at once, that could be a very dangerous attack if they are able to get that.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Absolutely.
But we're again now approaching very low time, 2 minutes left, and I don't know. I think it might go to double overtime.
Yeah. I mean, neither team has really made a chance. I mean, we had a cap within the last 2 minutes, last 3 minutes maybe last time, so it's still possible. But at this time limit left, especially with, I don't think Red team has even gotten a grab. Have they? I can't remember them getting a grab.
No, I don't think so. It has
Yeah.
definitely been the blue team that has had the advantage over these 10 minutes. But
Yeah.
in the end, even though it has been an advantage, it hasn't quite been enough to get the full cap.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're gonna go into double overtime. And I mean, if anything, even if this is a 3-0 sweep, it's a pretty close set. That's for sure. We're already going into double overtime, and it's only the second game.
Definitely, just looking at on this map how it has been very close.
Yeah.
Obviously, the meme team did have the lead before until Ballas then were able to tie it up, and it's gonna be really interesting now seeing double overtime. What are the strategies that the teams are gonna go with?
But as we're saying that, CarrierBweep gets the flag. He has 39 seconds. He's running to the flag area. He seems to be uncontested. What is this?
It's good. Oh, that rocket was close.
This could
actually
be
be
it if he gets there fast enough. Another rocket.
Oh, another
They
rocket.
just need to slow him down.
BK.
If they can
BK
kill him,
with
they can
another
slow him
rocket.
down. It's 21 seconds. This could be the game. We were talking about going into overtime. CarrierBweep says no and wins the game. 4 right
Wow.
balls.